Hello everyone and welcome. Was there a forgotten ancient mother civilization? A standing question is, where was this civilization and the remains of it? One answer is that they probably established their societies, like we do, close to water. Water was the transporting route and the way of communication and contact in ancient times. Is there any evidence of such a forgotten civilization? Yeah, well, there are multiple facts pointing towards such a hypothesis. Anomalous objects and construction techniques in ancient megalithic structures, myths about ancient floods, and stories of old sunken cities like Atlantis and Lemuria. Any old civilization would probably have had their population centers close to the sea and the coastline. If such civilization existed during the end of the Ice Age, as has been suggested, strong facts are supporting that the remains lay covered deep down on the sea floor. This graphic shows the historical water levels in the last 20,000 years. There is also evidence pointing towards a cataclysm, probably a comet or comet fragments hitting the Earth 12,800 years before present. And there is a geological layer called the black mat, known for over 100 years, and it's existing at multiple locations around the world, suggesting worldwide forest fires at this date. And one research team, Firestone 2007, found microdiamonds, iridium, and other substances in this layer connected to a cosmic impact. This graph shows the temperature of central Greenland in the last 15,000 years, a time span representing the ending of the last ice age. Notice the sudden fall of temperature just at the time of the cataclysmic event 12,800 years ago. This is followed by 1100 years of cold temperature before the temperature gets warmer, a period called the Younger Dryas cooling, well established in the scientific establishment. The end of Younger Dryas cooling is the time given by Plato for the destruction of Atlantis. Notice the rapid change of temperature, 11,700 years before present, ending this period. There is speculation of another cataclysm, possibly fragments of the same comet, hitting Earth and causing this effect. What would happen to a city swallowed by the sea? At first, if caused by a cataclysmic event, like a comet impact, there would be devastating tsunamis, followed by an increase of water level. Only robust stone constructions would remain standing after such force. If this happened 12,800 years ago, the increase of water level would be around 80 meters until this day. Over time, silk and sand would build up, covering many structures. Vegetations and corals would start to grow on the remaining structures, covering them over time. Much would literally be swallowed by the sea. During the last 100 years, the development of scuba diving equipment has made it possible for people to explore the seabed at limited depths. But 80 meters would demand more advanced technical equipment. And there are limitations. A diver can't get a proper overview over a larger area because of limited visibility, and will, if lucky, possibly get a detailed conception of stone structures. But there have been a couple of cities structures discovered by this manner outside Alexandria in Egypt and Dvarka in India. So maybe the development of side-scan sonar or some technical device penetrating the silky cover will reveal further findings in the near future. This topic and other research supporting the hypothesis of a forgotten ancient mother civilization is published on Amazon.com. Our first book, Tale of a Sunken City, contains illustrations and graphics at a unique level in this genre. It's also an introduction to alternative archaeology that introduces the reader to various theories in a clear and unbiased style. It's meant to be an introduction to the subject and can serve as an excellent textbook.